And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, but it's going to be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
180! What's up?
They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3.
Set. 180. Set.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Set. 180. Set.
Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
76. 76.
Another run for Gibbs here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Lions.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding me no gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
180.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bucs at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Oh, some strong running. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Set. Alert. 180. Set.
Mayfield down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen McMillan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
180. Done.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Gone. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's It's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Hold on.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We go. 3 for 1. 4 now. 12.
Goff now looking to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But really, it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
180! Regular. Done.
Now Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Complete to Cade Otten. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
180! What's up?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now Goff. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the 50 A gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as Ed Sam. Over the end line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180!
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Mayfield on play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going across the formation, there's Hatton with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and bumped their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Good. 180! What's up?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A run up the middle with Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Alert, alert! 180!
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got... It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Goff now looks to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. To throw is gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to step up and run. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now it's gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's... Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
180. 5. We go. 76.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. Here's Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him now.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Gain of 24 yards. Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Alert!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Payne Durham from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 28. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
180! What's that?
They'll run again with Wilson. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson going to try the right side. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Goff. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Bates' kick is good. So that, Charles, season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I think watch it.
This is 1st and 10.
Set. Watch out.
Mayfield. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they did, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
White 20. What's that?
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight. 180. What's that?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Cut. 180.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
120. Cut.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Lions, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week.